Welcome to this training video, brought to you by GLAD Agritech in partnership with SNV. In this session, we will walk you through key guidelines for setting up or expanding a professional dairy farm, from the initial planning stages to practical implementation on the ground. By the end of this video, you will understand the first steps before starting a dairy farm, why planning is critical, what to consider when expanding an existing dairy operation. Planning means bringing future ideas into today's decisions. Dairy farming is becoming increasingly popular, thanks to rising demand for milk and growing interest from media and peers. Whether you're upgrading your current livestock setup or starting a new farm, a clear plan is the foundation for success. Starting or expanding a dairy farm is a major investment, both financially and in time. You must define your goals, expected outcomes, and reasons for this venture. Detailed planning and stress testing your assumptions will help prevent future setbacks. Start by mapping key details such as farm location and land size, climate, soil type, and water availability, electricity and access to service providers. Also, prepare your business plan and lay out implementation steps. The farm's location impacts climate, pasture quality, drainage, and distance to milk markets. Consider how easy it is to transport milk, and whether you'll need cooling equipment to reduce spoilage and transport costs. Think beyond just how many cows you can keep. Account for structures, grazing systems, fodder production, and water access. For future expansion, consider how much land you may need to lease or buy. Ensure that your land is properly documented and legally owned, whether via title deed or certified lease. This allows you to invest confidently without risk. There are key considerations related to climate and environment, such as rainfall, affects forage production, temperature and wind, impact animal comfort and barn layout. Soil and topography, humidity and altitude, influence the type of forages and breeds that thrive best. Soil type affects both fodder production and building structures. Conduct a soil analysis to understand pH levels, fertility, drainage, and compaction. Proper elevation and terrain help prevent waterlogging and reduce construction costs. Power availability. Determine whether you'll use electricity, solar, or generators. Power is essential for machinery, milking systems, lighting, and water pumping, especially as your farm grows. Secure a clean, reliable water source, river, borehole, piped, or well. Estimate daily needs based on livestock, irrigation, and cleaning. Treat water if it doesn't meet health standards. Ensure nearby access to veterinary services and AI technicians. Feed and mineral suppliers. Equipment and repair services. For remote farms, consider training your own staff for critical services. GLAD is there to help you in all these aspects, and our trained extension officers will provide you with the support you need. Your business plan is like a GPS, it guides every decision. It defines your mission, sets your investment strategy, outlines risks, and allocates costs across production, labor, operations, and marketing. Understand your strengths and opportunities, and prepare for weaknesses and threats. For example, strength: consistent milk income. Weakness: seasonal feed shortages. Opportunity: growing consumer demand. Threat: climate risks. Plan for major expenses like land acquisition, dairy structures and fencing, stocking of cows and breed selection, farm mechanization, tractors, choppers. Track income and expenses to make better decisions, avoid overspending, and plan future investments with confidence. Cash flow is the lifeblood of your dairy business. Plan detailed budgets for feed production and purchases, labor, cow health and breeding. Feed is the biggest cost in dairy farming. Design your rations in advance and calculate annual requirements per cow. Choose which forages to grow versus which to buy. Growing on farm is usually cheaper. Buy high-quality feed only when necessary, especially during dry seasons. Monitor local feed markets and plan purchases based on seasonal prices and storage capacity. Keep records of feed purchases and costs. leftovers and waste, feeding schedules and hygiene practices. This helps you track margins and control feed-related expenses. A well-structured plan prevents overinvestment and ensures profitability. Begin implementation only after completing your plan. 1. Start with forage production. 2. Build barns and infrastructure. 3. Source and introduce cows last. Keep financial and management records, follow your business plan, and adjust as needed. A well-designed plan reduces risks, avoids waste, and sets your dairy farm on the path to long-term success. Thank you for watching this training video. At GLAD, we're dedicated to helping you achieve sustainable and productive farming practices. See you in our next video.